Richard Branson wrote, "Sometimes you have to take your company in a new direction because circumstances and opportunities have changed." In other words, don't fear change, manage it. Hello, I'm Christine Brown Reed, and I'd like to share with you some important points about change management. The magnitude of today's environmental, competitive, and global market change is unprecedented. It can be exciting, but also volatile and chaotic. To survive and thrive in today's changing world, we must develop flexibility and resilience. While embracing change, we have to take the leap, converting risk into opportunity. You recognize that change is happening everywhere. Social change, technological, economic, and political change, but nowhere is it more prevalent than our workplace. Consider the forces of change on your agency. Changes in government policy and funding models impact all levels of your operation, including, but not limited to, roles and responsibility and accountability. So what happens when an organization tries to navigate the process of change without the structure and guidance of a change management strategy? The impact can be profound. Organizations experience low morale, decline in trust, loyalty, commitment, and a breakdown in communication. We witness increased conflict within teams, lowered performance and productivity, and a decline in customer service, resulting in missed targets, reduced profits, and a blow to your bottom line. The effects of poorly managed change on the individual are equally significant. Often manifested in fear, stress, anxiety, and depression, employees experience irritability and fatigue, resulting in illness and mistakes. A closer look reveals the difference in our ability to cope with change. Typical reactions to change include those employees who actively seek out and embrace change, and those employees who may not initiate change but are accepting and comfortable with it. And of course, the individual who appears to resist change. These individuals are often viewed as obstinate, but most often they are simply stuck in transition. So leading your employees through transition is as important as managing the organizational change. To effectively implement change within your agency, you must ensure that both the individual and the agency needs are addressed. Remember, the success of any project ultimately lies with each employee. Your challenge then as a manager is to effectively manage all aspects of change, and this must include understanding the difference between change and transition and addressing the human factors in the process of change. Research suggests that 90% of organizational change initiatives fail to achieve desired results. Reported as the primary reason for this failure was the lack of change management and the inability to manage the people side of the business. So you need to ask yourself two critical questions. Do you understand the difference between change and transition? And do you have the tools and knowledge required to lead your staff through change? We will explore the structure and benefits of an effective change management strategy, and we'll discuss the most common reasons why initiatives fail. Of course, we'll look at the 10 A's to managing transition and minimizing resistance. Remember, resistance is normal during times of change, but after resistance comes resilience. Your agency has what it takes to bring it all together, driving your agency beyond surviving to thriving. And we can help. We can help you build an action plan to develop a change management strategy to meet your needs. You know you're more than compliant, you're competitive. To learn more, please join Sarah Delicate for Change Management in an Outcome-Based Model, presented by Kathy Bradford, a change management expert with over 20 years corporate training experience, brought to you by BBMD Consulting.